Now then, hello everybody. I've had to go early. I'm really sorry. I've had to do an early show. I'm only going to be doing a news show tonight. We're going to be doing the call-in on Sunday. Okay, I apologise for that. But a call-in show usually go on for about 3 hours. I haven't got 3 hours tonight. I've caught what Jack's got. I've got this thing again. It keeps passing between the three of us. So not feeling too good, so we're going to do a news show. We're going to do a roundup. I was going to make a couple of videos today, just and not stream and have an early night. I thought, well, we'll do it. We'll do a news show. We'll do an hour and a half, and then I'm going to get off to bed. So hello, everybody. Welcome in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Hang on a sec. Let's just get into the show. Now, there's a lot going on. There is so much going on in the news. So the Russell Brand story is evolving. And again, I just want to say I'm doing my utmost to stay as neutral as possible. Now, some of you used to say to me, oh, I know you don't like Russell Brand. This was before all this came out. I know you don't like Russell Brand, but, and it was always like, I don't dislike the guy. I like what he's doing right now. But I do believe that he's a gatekeeper. He gets away with saying things that I couldn't. Now, I'm starting to believe more and more that this entire Russell Brand thing is a massive psyop. I believe that hello, Cy. I believe that he knows what's going on, and it's all about. You sound perky. I'm not too good. Do you mean poorly? I believe, and I might be wrong, okay, that this is all one massive psyop, because when the online safety bill, I did mention this the other day, I am going to be doing a video on it as well. Do you know what, guys? You come first, right? I'm a bit under the weather, but shit happens. So what can you do about it? I'll be okay. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the latest on Russell Brand, but not just that, we're going to be doing, as I know, it's not just going to be a Russell Brand show. We've done 2 of them, and there's lots going on in the world. So let me just grab up, because since I did my last show, there's been quite a lot going on with it. Now, I genuinely believe, and I've said this before, this is all the online safety bill. This is a big problem, okay? And I genuinely do believe that this is all related. I might be wrong, I don't know. But it seems to me that he's been a test case. Now, there's 2 things happening here. Either he's fully aware, and he with knowledge, and they said, listen, we're going to destroy you publicly. We're going to use our new powers to save women, and we're going to give you a big fat check of so many million. You won't be able to do anything again. You'll disappear, but you'll have a nice life, and your kids will be all right, but your reputation will be ruined. Or he's not involved in it, and they've schemed, and they've got shit on everyone, right? He's no fucking Russell Brand is no saint. He's a narcissist, he's a womanizer, he's a perv, all by his own admission. The question is, was it consensual? And nobody knows that. No one knows whether he's lying or the women are lying. But the fact remains is this a hit job on him just to show their new powers and to try them as well? Have you noticed it's how they're trialing them all out? So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the latest. Now, as you know, they wrote to YouTube, and YouTube demonetized him. Now, if you remember, the Alex Belfield situation. Now, the Alex Belfield situation, I believe, I might be wrong, was a test run for this. It was exactly a year ago when Alex Belfield went to jail. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. What do you reckon, folks? So Alex Belfield wasn't big enough. They thought that he would be big enough to create so much trouble. Hello, everybody coming in, but I've not said hello. Apologise. I've got a lot to get through, but I just want to say 118 people. You could be anywhere and you're with me, so I just want to say thank you. Big up to Jane and the mod team, Seed, my brummy bestie, everybody, all the members who were members and are now on Patreon or they're not. Hopefully we'll be back next month. Let's just see. It's a matter for the police. I agree, Dr. Jane West, I agree. So we're going to be getting this up now. Our government, right, they think that they are above everybody. Couldn't stand Belfield when he had phone-ins. I think what they did, hello Jill, been a while. I personally believe, right, exactly, Brummy Dave, they throw themselves at him. Why would he need to rape anyone? I just want to say that I'm going to get distracted now because I read chat and it distracts me. I think that the Alex Belfield thing was a dry run, and they thought that because he was so big on YouTube that it was going to cause more of a ripple effect than it did. It was exactly a year ago that he went to jail, and they were trialing it out. Now, this now I believe is another psyop that they've put it into force. Now, don't be fooled. They've been trying to get the online safety bill through since 2014. Used to be called the online harms bill. But like I say, I'm going to be putting a video together, but it's going to take me a few days to gather all this information. But this has gone through now. Now, the UK government are now stricter than China. The UK government are stricter than any other country in the world to be online. They believe that they have more power. And this is an unelected government, remember. They believe they have more power than the tech companies, than corporations. We are literally living under a regime in the UK. And they got him demonetized from YouTube. They asked Twitter to. Now, I don't know what happened with that. I've not been catching up with that. So this is what we're here to do today. Now, some of this happened yesterday or today. If you know about these things, then I apologise, but we're doing a catch-up news show. And a lot of people don't watch the news. So, you know, if you already know about what I'm talking about, then I apologise. So, Rumble has rejected the MP. Now, the MP was the same one that was involved in the Philip Schofield debacle, where they ordered the two chief execs from ITV, remember we covered that, to go before the select committee and just chat bullshit and blatantly lie. And that's it, gone, swept under the carpet. Now, Philip Schofield's planning a comeback, and I think we're going to see him back by Christmas, but that's just my opinion. It'll probably be on a smaller scale. So it says here they've rejected it. So we need to just catch up a little bit here, because obviously the last time I spoke to you, this hadn't happened. But the video site Rumble has hit out, well done to them, at a UK parliamentary committee that asked if it could cut brands' income in the wake of a sexual assault allegation. I find this absolutely shocking that without a court of law looking into it, right? Without a court of law, they have gone ahead and deemed somebody guilty of something. Who the hell do our government think they are? I find this absolutely abhorrent. I really, really do. I find it utterly disgusting. I don't know about you guys. The thing is, even if he'd been found guilty, which is bad, right? Let's just say he'd been found guilty, right? Does he then deserve to have a government go in and tell companies what to do? I don't believe he does. I don't. Even if he's been found guilty, which is bad, it's still down to individual companies, 120 people here. We got 43 likes. Please hit the like, guys, if you remember, or the dislike if you don't like it. It's good to know what content you guys enjoy and what you don't. Right, I'm just having a quick nip through chat. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking at some views. Una's here, Rob, Carlos, Seed, Sawon, Jane Wanderer, Bad Gambler, Jill, Finola Day, Brummy Dive, Jenna, Robert, Action, Stiff Upper Lip, Kathy. Hello, everyone. Samuel, David Wellington. There's so many of you, Funky. So I'm going to try and do like as many hellos as I can, but I can't get them all in because there's too many people. Do we have subscribers only mode on? We do. Okay, I'm going to change the delay to 15 seconds. Okay. Right then. Now, just to add as well, I'm so glad. Okay, Rob, I'm so glad that I hadn't done that moderating video yet because it's changed again. Now you can put people in timeout now for. Oh no, I've just practiced it on God Struggler and it worked. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Let me just hide and unhide. Right, unhide. God Struggler, my apologies. That was my fault. Right, I've just been logged in as the Curious Bunny, right? And I must have had a beta because it was said that you can time people out for up to 24 hours. I've just been with my Curious Bunny account and it let me time people out from, I think it was 5 seconds to 24 hours. No, I was just doing a test to see what happened and it worked. Sorry about that, God Struggler. You're back. It was an accident. I was just choosing anyone to pick on. I wasn't expecting them to actually do anything. I was expecting it to ask me if I wanted to time them out or not. Okay. So, Dame Caroline Dinage, you're back. You're good. I apologise, God Struggler. You've got a wrench. I apologise. Okay, so Dame Caroline Dinage, who we know her dad is quite, we looked into this before, who her dad is. She's chair of the House of Commons Media Committee. She wrote to Rumble saying she was concerned that he could profit. So what? Rumble said that was an extremely disturbing letter, well done to Rumble, and that the company would not join a cancel culture mob. It's fantastic, isn't it? Brand has strongly denied the allegations of rape and assault. I've noticed that Russell Brand hasn't been on YouTube since he put out that video. I've noticed that as well. The star has 1.4 million followers on Rumble, where he posted a daily show until the allegations emerged last week. And then it talks about what is Rumble. Now, we'll just have a quick look. I just want to see what they're going to call it. The web firm that wants to stop you getting cancelled. I just wanted to, they're going to call them far right, aren't they? Let's have a guess. We are a big supporter of Donald Trump made headlines. We are uncancelable. This was in March by big tech. And the thing is, right, what if the government decide to use, they're talking about hate speech rules. What if the government decide to use their new powers with the online safety bill and fine Rumble? Because the online safety bill, which I'll explain in a video, is they've got the power to fine any tech company who don't do as they're told. So this is a test. So if Rumble say up yours, which they have, that this government can fine Rumble 10 billion or 10% of their annual earnings, who's going to make them pay? What jurisdiction? I can't say that jurisdiction does our government have over Rumble? Nothing. Just found out Kevin Spacey was cleared of all charges. He was, and he definitely. Oh, thank you, Jane. He definitely had a hit job on him. I mean, sorry, he got away with it. That wasn't a hit job. What I meant to say, he is vile, vile. Hello, everybody. Hello, John. Hello, Isabella. Hello, Terry Knowles Band again. Okay, now let's read what happened. So it says, letter to Rumble. Dane Caroline then wrote to Rumble, TikTok, again, no, they've got no power, X, formerly Twitter, and Fakebook over Meta, owner Meta, asking if they would follow suit. In her letter to Rumble, Chief Executive said, while we recognise that Rumble is not the creator of the content by Mr. Brand, we are concerned that he may be able to profit from his content on the platform. We would be grateful if you could confirm whether Mr. Brand is able to monetize his content. What the fuck has it got to do with them? I'm so mad. Including his videos relating to the serious accusations. It's guilt. They're saying he's guilty without him going before a court. If so, we would like to know whether Rumble intends to join in YouTube in suspending Mr. Brand's ability to earn money on the platform. We would also like to know what Rumble is doing to ensure that creators are not able to use the platform to undermine the welfare of victims of inappropriate and potentially dangerous illegal behavior. So they did post their response. So we're just going to grab that letter up now. Just give me a moment. Hello, 136 people watching. How are we doing? Good to see everyone. I'm not seeing much chat at all because I'm presenting this show. So if anyone's got any questions, the moderators are here, the mod team. And Jane is here as well, one of our managing mod, and she's also got more power than, well, she's got the same power as all the managing mods, but she's also going to be, hopefully soon, she'll be able to do a little bit more as well when I put her into my YouTube managing thing, if she wants to. Right, so we're going to read the Rumble letter in response. I'm just going to grab this up now. Right, okay, just give me a sec, folks. I'm just grabbing it. It's difficult to do anything on here because YouTube like to censor, don't they? I think it was on Twitter. Oh, here we go. Right, let's get this letter up now. I hope owls remember to feed the hedgehogs. They haven't been fed yet. Okay, we're going to stop that screen. Now we're going to move over. I hope you're all having a nice evening and you all have a nice afternoon. I mean, a nice week, a nice weekend. You've had a nice afternoon. If you're in the US, it is still afternoon. Okay, now this was posted on Twitter. Now I need to see whether any of the other platforms have bowed down to them. I hope they haven't, but we're going to see now. Right then, so this is what Rumble posted on Twitter in response. I like the way they didn't send it to them. They posted it publicly. Hello, everyone coming in. They do indeed like censor. Hello, everyone coming in. I apologise if I'm not getting to say hello. It's purely because I'm doing this stream. So, but Jane is here to answer any questions and the mod team. Jane and the mod team sounds like a band. Okay, today we received an extremely disturbing letter from a committee chair in the UK Parliament. I've just posted the link to this. While Rumble obviously deplores sexual assault, rape, and all serious crimes, and believes that both the alleged victims, thank you, alleged. Now, the UK government called them victims. It's alleged victims, not victims. And the accused are entitled to a full and serious investigation. It is vital to note that recent allegations against Russell Brand have nothing to do with content on Rumble's platform. Just yesterday, apologies for that. Just yesterday, YouTube announced that based solely on these media accusations, it was barring Mr. Brand from monetizing his video content. Rumble stands for very different values. We have devoted ourselves to the vital cause of defending a free internet, meaning an internet where nobody has arbitrarily This dictates which ideas can or cannot be heard, or which citizens may or may not be entitled to a platform. We regard it as deeply inappropriate and dangerous that the UK Parliament would attempt to control who is allowed to speak on our platform or to earn a living from doing so. Singling out an individual and demanding his ban is even more disturbing, given the absence of any connection between the allegations and his content on Rumble. We don't agree with the behaviour of many Rumble creators, but we refuse to penalise them for actions that have nothing to do with our platform. Although it may be politically and socially easier for Rumble to just join a cancel culture mob, doing so would be a violation of our company's values and mission. We I can't say that, reject the UK Parliament's demands. Well done, well done. So this was posted on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, which looks like they've nicked it off the X Factor. And this is the letter they posted. Now, I think this is brilliant because the UK government sent them this letter privately. And what Rumble did was fantastic, because what they did was post the letter that the government thought nobody was going to see, and they could just get away with sending that shit, and that it was just going to stay private. What Rumble have done is taken it public, which is what I always say to do. If someone's trying to bully you and someone's trying to force you into doing things, the best way to deal with it is to, yeah, they're playing a PR game, just put it out public. And they literally made the UK government look like a right bunch of CUNTs, which is brilliant. So I'm really, really supportive of this. I did make a Rumble account a couple of years ago, but I've never really used it. Like, it's just the fact that the app is rubbish, which, they need a web platform that's got a really decent app that we can use, that's the same as YouTube. But I'm really glad this has happened, and I'm so glad that they've literally shamed the UK government by posting their letter. Because they even mention, look, they even say, I know you can't see this, it's so small, but they say, however, we're also looking to use a social media where we use his preemptive response. So because he was responding to accusations, then that's wrong. In the accusations made against him by the Sunday Times and Channel 4 dispatches, I recognise that Rumble is not the creator. We're concerned. I just find this abhorrent. So looking on here, now let's just go to the Rumble. Give them a follow as well. Let's just go in here. You can see, let's just see what they've got. They could do with more followers, really. I thought they'd have more than that. They've got just under 400,000. Now, people are now tweeting this. The UK government trying to get Rumble to cancel Russell Brand is insane. Good on Rumble. I hope to God all this backfires. Now, the question is, did Twitter back down? I don't know. And this is the Rumble owner. If you thought the attacks were going to stop, you're wrong. Imagine scouring for a few comments out of millions so they can report on it. Corporate media, this is from Rumble, disgusting, evil, misleading. This is what happens when they are scared shitless of the values we stand for bringing. So they've literally chose, dear Rumble press team, I'm a reporter, listen to this, with the Associated Press politics team. You can't read this, but I can just about. Writing with a few questions about Rumble, given that it will be a live streaming partner to the second Republican debate, as it was for the first one last month. They're now trying to get that stopped. They're talking about, you have videos promoting QAnon. You have videos that claiming the 9/11 conspiracy theories. A search for election on Rumble populates videos that falsely claimed that the so-called deep state rigged the election. So that they're all banding together now, the Associated Press, that the establishment media are all banding together to try and get everyone shut down. We cannot allow this to happen. Good. Okay, Beta, that's good. They said, so is he monetized on Twitter? Do we know? Remember, Penny doesn't swear. Oh, I do swear. I do swear sometimes, occasionally. Welcoming everybody. Yeah, they will do. They will do. I'm going to have a little play about with it. I know there's Odyssey as well, but I'm going to have a little bit of play about with Rumble. I think that after what they've done, we should support them. Now, again, we don't know whether Russell Brand is part of this or whether he's just been used as a scapegoat. You know, whether he's willingly become part of this or whether he's just become a scapegoat, we don't know. So what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be looking at the rest of some more recent accusations, and then we're going to be moving on to other news. So we've now got a list of companies who have broken ties with him, again, based on allegations. That's like, okay, now there's been allegations against me that are absolute tosh, that I put hedgehogs in the freezer, right? There's no evidence. It's just a case of one person saying this, right? Which is just ludicrous and laugh. Now, this is the same as them believing that I put hedgehogs in the freezer and then me being bullied by everybody over it. It's wrong. These are just allegations, and I know as a victim of, well, I don't like being a victim, but I am a victim of people lying about me. That's just a fact. I don't want to be a victim, but do I cry I'm a victim? No. Do I spend hours streaming crying that I'm a victim? No, I don't care. Sticks and stones and all that shit, right? But this just proves that people can make stuff up and have your life ruined without it going to a court of law. And it's wrong. Hi, Penny. No, David, you don't cause trouble. Hello, Daniel. I'm just catching up with chat. Al's just gone to feed the hedgehogs. Jack's already asleep. He's been asleep since like 5:30. So that's why I want to get some sleep, guys, because what happens is when he has a really early night, he'll be up again about 2 like he was last night. So if I don't sleep when Jack does, I don't sleep. So then I hope you can understand that's why I had to go early. Okay, now I'm putting the link into all of these things that I'm showing. So if you're watching on the replay, I will say wait for live chat to process, which is quicker on the news streams. The garden streams take 12 hours for the live chat to process. I don't know why. So I am putting all the links in the live chat. So if you want to check out any of these stories, I always quote my sources to prove I don't make shit up. Okay, all the companies that have cut ties with a comedian, from publisher to women's charity. So Russell Brand has laid low since denying the accusations of rape. I don't like the fact he's laying low, but I'm guessing that's what his lawyers have told him to do. It makes him look more guilty, in my opinion. Accusations of rape, sexual assault, and abuse from multiple women, meaning various organisations have called time on working with him. That just proves that they found him guilty. It's just wrong. Whether you like him or not, whether you find him funny or not, this is wrong. Look at this. Why you can trust Sky News. Because they've been fact-checked by the fact-checkers who are owned by the globalists. A talent agency and a women's charity are among the organisations that have cut ties with Russell Brand in the past 7 days. He's been accused of rape, blah, blah, blah. We know about that. Then it goes on. Since the Channel 4 dispatches, other women have come forward, with the Met Police confirming they received a separate sexual assault allegation on Monday. So now the police have got one sexual assault allegation. Now, again, going back to that injunction, I still think it was him. It might not be, I might be wrong, but I think it was. Because when they say there's no current investigation, they're not lying, because that was in June. Now, if those 4 women, if those investigations, and he just got thrown out because the CPS didn't want to touch it, then there wouldn't be an investigation. You've got to watch the play on words. People assume that because the person who had the injunction had an active police investigation, that means it can't be Russell Brand. doesn't mean that. It just means he doesn't have one right now. Okay, it goes on. Meanwhile, a slew of organisations have pressed pause on or entirely halted their work. So his management company, Tavistock Wood, I don't know who they are, but that word Tavistock gives me shivers because we know what the Tavistock Institute was all about. It was about chopping up children and cutting bits off and putting things on for children. Grown-ups, I don't care what you do. Leave the kids alone. And they actually got shut down. It might be a complete coincidence that Tavistock Wood have got the same name as the Tavistock Institute. Who knows? I'd like to look into that. So Tavistock Wood, who are his management company, announced its decision to terminate, not suspend, not pause, terminate professional ties with Brand hours before Saturday night's Dispatches film aired. The talent and literary agency, which also counts Alicia Vikander, I don't know who these people are, and Charles Dance, are these big people among its clients, was first made aware of one sexual allegation against Brand in 2020. So it knew about an allegation in 2020 and it did nothing. It waited until the mainstream media onslaught and the online safety bill to come in to then announce they were breaking. And if no one can see through this, hello Anglo-Saxon, by the way. Jane has put my link in if you want to donate. We don't have any super chats. Again, thank you so much for anyone that does. It goes to the animals. We're currently trying to raise funds to get Oscar a new dog bed and the hedgehogs their own little thing. Do I believe? No, I don't believe they're making it up. I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. But in this country, you are guilty. Our law is based on common law. And if everyone just followed common law, the country would be a better place. So according to the law states you are guilty until proven innocent. So right now, they're just accusations. Now, like I said before, I, for one, have been accused of things that I know is utter tosh. But is it okay for then people to take the allegations from people and run with them? Well, no, because it's not been proven. There's no evidence of that. So whether you like him or not, now, if these people are telling the truth, which some may be and some might not be, I don't know. I know I was contacted by an ex. Oh, really? I've only just caught chat again, Jane. I've literally just caught chat. So, you see, this is what I don't get. It's the constant. Yeah, it's pointless posting questions to me because I'm catching the odd bit. Okay. Hello, Katie, love. Hello, Rowan. I'm literally catching the odd bit. So anyone could make allegations about anyone. And like I've said before, he is an easy target because he's admitted to all this in his books. This is what I'm saying. If this was like a Hugh Edwards or a Philip Schofield type character where they were pretending to be a different, pretending to be into the opposite sex, having children and pretending that they were straight-laced while sending their bits and bobs and grooming teenagers online and behind their wife's back, sleeping with younger males. To me, I don't know about you guys, but that is different ball game. He was a dirtbag and he's never lied about it. And this was in the past. It's not now. So this is what I'm saying. We want to see some sort of evidence. We don't just want anyone can make up anything about anyone. Now, were they consensual? That is the question. We don't know. That is up to the court to decide. The court needs to look at everything, the evidence, and decide whether he's guilty of these horrendous crimes. If he is, then he should be in jail. He should be in jail. The UK government should not be writing to different platforms telling them to cancel him. That's wrong. I'm sure anyone can agree with that. It's wrong to cancel people without any evidence, without it going to court. You know, is he going to be charged? He's not even been charged with anything. Nothing. There's no charges. It's wrong. And I think everyone can see this now. But like I say, if he's done it, then it's vile. And I think personally, like, he's a gatekeeper anyway, because he's too far in with them. Too far in. In a statement issued on Saturday afternoon, it said that Brand categorically and vehemently denied the allegation made in 2020. So basically, there was an allegation in 2020. His management company did nothing, right? Because they denied it. They knew about an allegation because he's supposed to be very handsy. Probably is. He's admitted it's a creep anyway. Very handsy. And they ignored it. Why are they suddenly doing it now? Okay, tour promoters, as dispatches aired, because remember he did the gig, didn't he, at Wembley? He was performing a sold-out gig at a theatre in northwest London, but the remaining dates were soon called off. So if you remember when it happened, when it all broke last weekend, he had a gig and he was late, but he turned up. The comedian had been due to perform his bipolarization comedy set at the Theatre Royal in Windsor on Tuesday, with more dates scheduled in Wolverhampton and Plymouth later this month. But tour promoters said in a statement on Monday, we are postponing the few remaining dates. Ticket holders have been promised full refunds. Just to confirm, I have been contacted by people who had tickets and they have been sent a refund. So that's true. At least they've got their money back. That's the main thing. What's going on in chat? I'm just caught a bit of it. Why is my opinion correct? This and Phil are unproven. Oh, really? Are they? They're really unproven. That's funny because Philip Schofield admitted it. I'm a gatekeeper. Have you clearly not been watching the same show, Irish Warrior? I've just been talking about the online safety bill or the online harms bill. I've been speaking about that. And I've also said that I'm putting together a video on it. Do you know what, Jane? I think that people pick and choose which bits I watch. I really do. Yeah, don't time him out. He's a friendly troll. Right. So Philip Schofield admitted what he'd done. He lied. He had an affair with a young teenager that he met from the age of 10. Do I need to go through this again? He groomed a kid. He was sending messages on TikTok to teenage lads behind his wife's back, pretending to be a straight married man. Hugh Edwards, a newsreader, straight married man. All the while paying teenager drug users, sending his bottom. That's disgusting. This is somebody, I'm not sticking up for him. I'm trying to be fair. This is somebody who isn't pretending to be anything. He's a very, very, he had an affair. Anyone can defend that man is beyond me. What he did was illegal. If you send dirty pictures to anybody under 18, right, that is illegal in this country. But clearly Hugh Edwards is protected. He got a couple of days of newspaper articles and then he got off with it. Why is no one else talking about that? That is wrong, Anglo-Saxon. I agree. I didn't say he was convicted, but I'd like to know why he isn't being investigated by police. I think it's absolutely disgusting. And like I said before, it's totally different. It is a different thing. He is pretending to be straight and with younger boys and messaging pictures. That's wrong. Russell Brand has written in books about how disgusting he was. And if some of this is true and he went too far and it wasn't consensual, then he should be in jail. But I'm trying to do my best to wait for the law. But to send people these can't. Why didn't TikTok get a letter from our government telling Philip Schofield to be banned? Why is that? Why is Philip Schofield allowed to stay on TikTok where he's been messaging young boys behind his wife's back? He lied and said that nothing was happening between him and Matthew. Why haven't the UK government written to all these platforms about the others? Hugh Edwards is still on Twitter. Why is that? If anyone can't see this, if you follow the narrative and you do wrong, the government ignore you. If you don't follow the narrative and you do wrong, the government will come for you. That is that is not a democracy. We're living under a political regime. And anyone that can't see that just needs the head read. But anyway, you're entitled to your opinion. All right. So, YouTube. It says here, Sticker Mule and Vivo Barefoot, two of the companies that have sponsored videos on Brand's YouTube channel, their affiliates, have said they will no longer work with the star. An advert for Sticker Mule, a custom label maker company, appears under one of Brand's most recent videos in which he accuses Joe Biden of lying where he was the day after 9/11. See? Can you see this is the real crux of it? It's talking about the conspiracy stuff. What's that got to do with the price of fish? The company said it had suspended their relationship with Russell Brand pending further investigation. While Vivio Barefoot, a minimalist running shoe company, has stopped any upcoming activity. But he's just a tip of the iceberg. Like I said the other day, the entertainment, I'm not seeing chat again, by the way. The entertainment industry is rife with this. This isn't shocking. You should see what I've been told by some of these bands and some of these rock stars. They literally got schoolgirls throwing themselves. Some of these boy bands, what they get up to with young schoolgirls underage. We're very naive as a public to believe that all this shit doesn't go on. But the difference is that women were throwing themselves at him. And he was enabled by the people around him as well. If everybody knew, why wasn't he arrested then? They let it go on. He shouldn't have been allowed to continue. There's so much that will eventually come out. Now, I was talking to my husband the other day about this, and he's worked with people who've worked with Tom Jones. I think he's worked with Tom Jones. I'd have to double check. And he is known for being one of the worst. Okay. Tom Jones, all the women are warned about him. He's all over the young girls. He's very handsy, is what the word that he used. So my husband used to work in the music industry, and he tells me all sorts. They're all on coke. They're all off their faces. They all do lines of coke before they go on stage. They're not good people. They're all narcissists. You don't get to be where they are being nice. They're all fake. And they're not nice people. But Tom Jones is another one. He's a dirtbag. And like I said, Alexander O'Neill. But that's just two that I know of that as I've got first-hand experience of with my husband. Anyway, Bluebird Publishers is another one. Pan Macmillan imprint Bluebird has paused all work with a comedian. Again, this is on allegations. Bluebird has published self-help books by Brand, including Recovery. That's his book, isn't it? His current book. Freedom from Our Addictions and Mentors, How to Help and Be Helped, and was to publish another Recovery, the workbook, in December next year, 2025, sorry. It is currently unclear if that book will be released. So this is all the people. Look at this. Trevi Women's Charity, Devon-based charity. Trevi helped vulnerable mothers struggling with drug addiction and worked with Brand for a year before cutting ties with him over last weekend. Today's media revelations have been difficult to process, but our charity remains and continues to be the safety and well-being of all women and girls and now future. We ended our association with Russell Brand and the Stay Free Foundation. Another one, the Wanderlust Festival. Brand has been due to headline Australia's Wanderlust Festival in February next year. But in a statement issued on Wednesday, the event's organiser said it agreed that Brand will no longer appear at the festival. So these are all based on allegations. That's it. Right, I'm just checking a bit of chat again now. I love Tom Jones, but he certainly has a reputation. Yeah, he likes them young, very young girls. Um, oh, Julius. So there's so much we don't know. And what I find disgusting, this is what I find really gross, is when they are married and they are cheating, or whether the wife knows or not. Yet another sir, they've always got connections to the roles. Have you noticed, Irene? Is when they're cheating with the opposite sex and younger. That's what turns me. I'm catching the odd bit of chat. So I've just caught Rob's message because I've just stopped the screen so I can see chat again. So let's see what Rob says. Well, let me show you a message. Oh, here we go. Can you ask Penny if she read the new 1984 bill? It is really bad. Not fully sure where we stand anymore. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a video on it. I might do a live stream. I don't know. I'll either do it live or I'll do a video. Probably be a video. And I've been talking about this for a few years now, and I've been saying that this is coming in the online harms bill. I think that's what you're referring to. They changed it. Hello, Blackjack. The way that they wanted to call it the online harms bill. They've been trying to get it through for a long time. They keep on. They've been amending it, and it's all been pushed through. And they say, okay, so they will blatantly say that this is for the children. There's already laws to protect children. They don't use them. They'll say, on the face of it, it sounds amazing. We'll look after children. We'll stop the trolls. Let's see if it stops my trolls, shall we? Should we see if it stops my trolls? Should we see if they can still terrorize me and my family? I bet they do. But let's see. But if you look into it, I don't want to focus too much on it because I'm going to do a video. But the way that the online safety bill works is if something is not illegal, but they deem harmful, they can get it removed. Now, what is harmful? What's harmful to me might be harmful. It's been coming since 2014, Rob. It's been trying to get through. Theresa May was messing with it as well. She was trying to get through. So basically, what's harmful and what's offensive to someone will not be to another one. So what they're trying to do now is say that, okay, something's not illegal. So it's not illegal for me to say, I don't know, I don't think the Twin Towers was done by Bin Laden. That's not illegal. But if the government deem that harmful, I will be cancelled. They can go into your real life. They can get your internet provider to cut you off. It's all about control. And this isn't a new thing. This has been going on for almost a decade now. I don't know why you're calling me a gatekeeper, Irish warrior. That's one thing I'm not. Now, I've been contacted by so many companies over the last 12 months asking me to work with them. Some of them are quite big names. Asking me to put adverts on my channel and push their stuff for a fee. And then I've just got a blindly put, and I've said no to every single one of them. I could have made loads of money. I haven't. And trust me, if anyone ever gets in touch with me and says to me, Penny, we'll give you $1,000 if you can yeah, raffles, yeah. I'll give you $1,000 if you can push this narrative. I would literally post that email and show everybody. Anyone that's been with me for a long time knows, all right? Alexander is no fake. How can you criticize him? It's just hearsay. It's not hearsay. My husband worked with him for years. He knows him. So I'm going to trust my husband. Angela Power Disney says, Tom Jones is accused by a 5-year-old. Sorry, by a 5-year-old, now 9, of abusing him, at parties on his mansion. It doesn't surprise me. The island frequented by many, yeah, they're all in with it. We're just not allowed to talk about it on here, which is why Rumble is the place to go. But free speech is dead in the West. And the thing is, exactly the Wanderer. And the thing is that they go on about China, 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 and Russia, Russia, Russia. We're only told it's not free. We're told that you got all this, but who knows? I just don't believe a word. You have Ginger Ali back in the day, yes. Of course to do. Yeah. Yeah. I honestly believe, and I know that 77 Brigade have been watching me for years because they hacked. They're not very good at hacking, by the way. They hacked into one of my email accounts, which I purposely made an email account. Hello, Chile. I'm going to tell you this now. I made my email account just for YouTube people to contact me on, and I put it out there. And lo and behold, it was about 3.5 years ago, maybe about 4 years ago, that they hacked it, but they're not very good at it. They left a marker, and Google actually contacted me and said, yeah, Paz has seen it. Hello, Paz. You can pop up if you want to help me look at the news. Paz has seen it. Paz, didn't you see that proof that 77 Brigade went into my emails? Do you remember that? Paz has seen the proof of it. I don't even remember. I hope he does. But yeah. Anyway, so that's enough about Russell Brand. We're going to start looking at what else is going on in the world, in the UK and elsewhere. So we've looked at what the latest is, and we'll keep an eye on this story, and it's evolving. But right now, is he a dirtbag? Yes. Is he a creep? Yes. Did he do these things? Let's get it before a judge. And why is he being vilified more than others are? This is, Philip Schofield knew Matthew McGreevy at 10 years old. Why did that just stop after a few days? Right, okay. So I'm going to quick flip through the news and see what's going on. Right. Apparently temperatures are going to get warm this week. There you go. Let's have a quick gander. Haven't had a chance to set up the rest of the news yet, so you're going to have to bear with me. Following on from the Russell Brand thing, this isn't about Russell Brand, but this is just somebody else that's come out and said that the comedy circuit is full of pervs. Comedian Nish Kumar says the presence of sexual predators in industry is an open secret. Again, it's not just comedy, it's everywhere. All these entertainment industries are full of it, because they know they'll get these little followers, these young girls and young boys following them. This stuff is still happening, he said. There are still people working in comedy who people will say, oh, we don't send young women into their dressing room. It's still happening. But no one seems to just give a shit. They just pick on one person who just so happens to be a freedom fighter. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, so we're going to have a look and see what else is going on in the news. We're going to try and get some unrelated to Russell Brand. This isn't a Russell Brand only show. We're just having a flick through. Now, normally I'll get all the stories ready, but what I've decided to do is I didn't get time, so we're just going to have a flick through together live. So what's this? This is a story that's just hitting now. It looks like some thieves have been stealing from a van. Look at this. This is how brazen. The police are so busy arresting people and investigating people for so-called hate speech that now robbers are just getting away with it. So brazen thieves are stealing your parcels. Now, DPD, if you're not in the UK, are a delivery company. They do a lot of Amazon, but also other stuff. Brazen thieves are stealing your parcels as video shows criminals ambush the DPD van. And this is disgusting. These people are going around doing the jobs. Let's see the video. Look at this.
You call it.
No.
Watch this.
Hey, stop. What you are doing? Stop.
Rob, look.
Stop.
Where's...
What you are doing? Stop.
Wow.
Call the police, please. Call to the police. What you are doing? What you are doing?
Watch that again. Let me just see where's the driver. Oh, it's taken me to something else. Apologies. I always does that. Okay. So I'm guessing the driver. Where is the driver?
Hey, stop.
Maybe the
What you
driver
are
let him do
doing?
it.
Stop. What you are doing? Stop.
At least she's
Call the
filming
police,
it.
please.
Oh, is that the driver there?
Call to the police. What you are doing? What you are doing?
Horrible. Lawless Britain, guys. Lawless Britain. That's what we're living in right now. And this goes on. And police will do absolutely nothing. This is shocking moment that brazen thieves ambushed a DPD van. It says that 2 masked men stole multiple packages. This is in Dagenham in Essex in London. I'm just going to try and see. The driver watched. Yeah, it was the driver in the orange. He watched on helplessly as the duo nicked high-value items such as electronics and clothes in just 60 seconds. Working as a tag team, one trawled through the piles of parcels to decide which ones they wanted. It's got to the point now. One was carrying a screwdriver. It says so. One of them was carrying a weapon as well. It's got to the point now where we're going to have to be protecting delivery drivers now. What's going on? What is going on? And this is because of lawless Britain. Lawless Britain is here. No one gives a flying shit, right, about law and order. They're all too concerned about offending people. Now, for all we know, the driver was in with it. I'm not saying he was. He probably wasn't, but he could be. Who knows? You know, he probably wasn't, but it doesn't mean that, you know, he could say, right, okay, mug me. Nobody will ever know. Bring a screwdriver. Yeah. Hello, Matthew. We're in dangerous times, guys, and I've been saying this for a couple of years now. Next year is the big one. Okay, next year is things are going to right. And me and my hubby talk about this all the time, and he disagrees with me, which is fine. All right, and you will probably disagree with what I'm going to say now, but I believe that we have to get in a Labour government. I hate Labour. I don't like Labour. This is in the UK. I believe that we have to get in a Labour government for the Conservative Party to become conservative. That's what I believe. Now, he disagrees with me because they're going to get in. Now, at the moment, oh, take care. Have a nice evening, bad gambler. Have one for me, mate. What at the moment, the Conservatives and Labour are just one big uni party. And it's going to take it's going to take Labour to get in for the Conservatives to have to split. And I think we will see what happened with New Labour in the mid-90s, the mid to late 90s. We had a split from the Labour Party, New Labour and Old Labour, socialist against these new globalist lot. The old school socialists split with Blair. Now, Keir Starmer is a Fabian. I do want to cover the Fabians again. I'll probably do it on my other channel, my Curious Bunny channel. But the Fabians is what Keir Starmer is and what Tony Blair was. They're not Freemasons, they're Fabians. There is a big fight within the Labour Party. Don't think the Labour Party are all together. They're not. Angela Rayner and Keir Starmer hate each other. Okay, so what I think is going to happen is when Labour get in, the Conservatives are now going to have to split. And I think the Conservatives is going to be about a third of the party are going to leave and go to Reform. And I've covered them before, to be fair. And the rest of them are going to sort of join the current lot. That's what I think is going to happen. I will never vote Labour. I won't be voting again. But I think that that's what's going to happen. Now, next year, Nikki, I hate him. Next year, if depending on what happens in America, if they can get rid of the Democrats, depending on who they get in, no, I don't like Angela Rayner. I cannot stand Labour at all. So that's that anyway. Like, I will be covering more of this as it gets closer to election time, but I'll be covering it quite a lot because I'm quite into politics, and I have been since when Blair got into power. Now, I'm not quite sure what this is about. I've just seen it, and it says "Gone too soon." Maddie Cusack death update. So a Sheffield United star has died at 27. Cause has not been revealed. Now, I can't say too much, guys, but we all know that healthy, young sports people are passing away without reason. So it was confirmed yesterday on the Thursday afternoon that she's passed away. 27 years old. She died on Wednesday after signing a new deal. Now, surely, if it was suicide, why would you sign a new deal at 27 years old if you're a football player, a woman? A cause of death has not yet been revealed. Now, you could literally look in the newspapers and see this happening. We're not allowed to talk about it. They don't like us talking about it. I cannot speculate on the cause. I'm not allowed. But I think most of you will come to your own conclusions on that one. It's horrendous. It really is horrendous. Okay, now there was a woman missing, and I was going to cover this tonight as well, but she's been found now. Angela Rayner. Yeah, she's fake. They're all fake. They're all together. Steroids. Who knows, honeysuckle? Who knows? She's just vile. She's just vile. I don't like her at all. Yeah. Anyway, so let me just get rid of this. It's a Guardian. Again, I'm not supporting the Guardian, not supporting the Sun. I'm literally trying to get the news from different outlets. I try and get the ones with the least spammy on there, but what can you do? So this story, this was breaking earlier, and it looks like they found her. So the Met Police have arrested a woman in hunt for missing mother and children. Jamie Lee Kelly left centre for vulnerable. She left centre for mother and vulnerable children on Tuesday in London with her daughter and a newborn. She's been arrested now. We don't know the backstory, but this woman was on the run. A woman has been arrested on suspicion of child abduction. Now, we don't know the ins and outs of this. How can she abduct her own children? Is this a case of the state were trying to interfere and take her kids off her and she's run off with them? We just don't know. It says that the Met Police have said that Jamie Lee left a centre for vulnerable mothers and children in northwest London with her 3-year-old daughter and a newborn. The force said the children were under care protection orders and were removed from the family assessment centre against the wishes of staff. Kelly, who has links to Thurrock in Essex in East London, then got into a blue Ford Fiesta with the kids and drove away at speed. Police have located the car and arrested the mother on suspicion of child abduction. The woman remains in police custody. On Wednesday, a man in his 50s was arrested in connection with the conspiracy to kidnap and child abduction. Another story where we just don't know the ins and outs of it. It says here the children have come to no harm. It says we believe that Jamie Lee continues to be assisted. That was when they were looking for her. I don't know what you guys think of this. Again, we don't know. We just don't have the context. It could be a case of she was abusing the children. Hello, Mima. Or it could be a case of they were taking her children away and she took them. We just don't know. There's no context there. Anyway, Resident Evil 2, the game is good. I don't like the films. They're all tosh. I'm just literally catching the odd word in chat. Hello, Mima, my love. Right, so let's get this up. We're going to be just seeing what other stories are going on in the world and in the UK. There's a lot about Zelensky. It's all propaganda. I'm not going to even talk about it because it's propaganda and we know it is. It's all about how amazing Zelensky is. Guys, the deal was offered, right? There was a deal offered in March 2022 and Zelensky and Putin were talking and they were going to try and rule it out. and they were try and rule out the war and try and roll it back and whatever. And Boris Johnson went over there and said, we'll give you all this money, we'll give you all this sheltering, and you'll just keep it going. And Poland have broke rank now and come out and said so much as much. Hello, Jane. Love. Hello, Isabella. Okay, this is another story that's in the news. Rishi Sunak, our unelected prime minister, considers banning cigarettes for the next generation. This is not conservative. Conservative hate big government. They don't like this big one society. They are for individual choice and freedoms. This is more socialism under a fake conservative government. So, exclusive sources say that law could gradually increase smoking age to ultimately prevent sales. Do they really believe that's going to work? It's going to make it more cool, isn't it? But to be honest with you now, vaping is the new cool thing. It's vaping now. And there's no long-term studies on vaping. And I know people that have got very sick from vaping and have gone back to smoking. Remember, they said that cigarettes were safe once. It says that Sunak's considering introducing some of the world's toughest anti-smoking measures. It'll be like the age of 50 before you can buy fags watch. Whitehall sources said a prime minister was looking at measures similar to those brought in by New Zealand, another regime, socialist regime, Marxist, that involves steadily increasing the smoking age to end up being sold to anyone born on or after the 1st of January 2009. So you can't buy it. Hang on a minute. Would end up right. So if you're born after the 1st of January, you can't buy them no matter what age you are. So in 10 years' time, you still can't buy them. That's just the most ludicrous thing I think I've ever heard. It is understood that the pledge to fine people £10 for missing a GP or hospital appointment may also be back on the table. So if you miss an appointment, which I think we've all done, and I understand it costs the NHS money, but the NHS don't mind you sitting there and waiting when they're late. They don't mind that. That's okay. That's okay. When they're late, they're going to be fined £10. Just beyond belief, isn't it? You know. Right, we've got another story here. This is another insane story. The world's gone insane. We will try and look at some lighter-hearted stuff shortly. 160, these ads. 162 people. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I don't think AI is listening. I think he's gaming. I just need to say hello, Frack. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Oh, someone just bought me a coffee. Thank you, Wendy. That's very, very kind, my love. Right, okay. Hello, Frack, mate. Right. Hang on a minute. I bought a Ventolin inhaler in Spain for £2.50. Did you really? Oh, thanks, Sawan. Yeah, it's just a news stream. I won't be doing the calling, like I said, I'm too tired. I'm sorry about all this spam, guys. I can't know anything about it. But listen to this. This is more clown world. A schoolgirl is in tears after being put in isolation over an Asda skirt as teacher checks label. This is just absolutely insane. A schoolgirl was left in tears after her school allegedly put her in isolation over an Asda skirt, which is just a supermarket if you don't know what Asda is if you're not in the UK. Now, we're not one for labels, but apparently some schools are. When it comes to uniforms, that is. Most schools are infamously strict what pupils have to wear and not wear. And this school in Hull, which is not that far from me, has its rules right down to the specifics of where the uniform is bought. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Sorry, Al's just messaging me. Hang on a minute, sorry. Okay. So it goes on. This is really annoying me, this spam. I don't know how to get rid of it all. How do I get rid of it? This is ridiculous. It's all the way. Look at this. We're going to have to start using a spam blocker. I need to get one. I don't even know where to get one from. So it goes on. She was found wearing a £7 pleated skirt from the supermarket rather than the pretty much identical £17.99 one from Rawcliffe's, which must be a different store, obviously, and was sent to isolation. Lily's mom said she wore a Sainsbury's skirt last year and had no problem. People can't afford £17.99. We're in a cost of living crisis. If she's a mother and she can save £10 on something that's identical. This is just terrible. This didn't happen in my day. As long as you wore, the right kind of skirt, the right colours, doesn't matter where you got them from. Her parents had struggled to find a skirt that fit her slimmer physique from the uniform shop, so instead bought one from Asda. We did originally try and get the right skirt, but Lily is tiny. It kept falling off her. The skirts are between £18 and £22. But we managed to find a black pleated skirt from Asda, which was £7 for two. Isolation, that is also known as reflection. This is terrible. It's your reflection time. Wow. We are literally in a communist state, guys. Hello, Kate. I was thinking about you, but I was going to message you. Reflection is not exactly a nice place to end up for the day, and many parents have raised concerns that sending a pupil there for such a minor issue only disrupts learning. The dad said it's not her fault that she can't fit into the right one and she shouldn't be punished for it. The school needs to contact the parents directly to discuss it. The majority of children being put in isolation are good kids that do not deserve to be there. But her school, Holderness Academy, and others in the area aren't planning on budging on these uniform policies. Look at this. So look at this one. This is another story. A lad forces school to make uniform rule change after turning up to class in a skirt. A lad has seemingly managed to get his school to make temporary uniform change. Joe Stratton, 15, he returned to school in Surrey on last week from the holidays, but obviously with the current heat wave, he didn't quite fancy sitting in trousers all day. He was then told a uniform policy left him with the choice of either trousers or a skirt. He obviously was trying to wear shorts. Branded by his parents as a legend, Joe happily opted for a skirt, and he's planning to do so every day when it's too hot to wear trousers. I don't think they expected him to actually do it. I actually applaud this kid. He's not doing it to virtue signal. He's not pretending to change genders or anything like that. Hello, Rose. Hello, Shona. Hello, Mary. Hello, Alan Ed. Did you guys not get notifications? It's a nightmare. I apologise for that. So he's not doing it to change pronoun. He's doing it because it's too hot in trousers. He should be able to wear shorts in the hot weather. And it says here, at first, he thought he was going to get ridiculed and have the mickey taken out of him. But like I told him, at the end of the day, you stand up for what you believe in. Why should he go to school hot and uncomfortable and then try to function? To function and be uncomfortable and hot, I don't think it's right. He's only heard Joe's account. He added most of the teachers in lessons were quite proud of him for finding a peaceful way to prove his point. Of course, the recent heat wave has been pretty unbearable to anyone who wants to sit in dark, long trousers all day. On that day, which was Joe's second day, his mum told that children at Stafford School were told they were able to wear shorts on the Friday. The school said it had sent out a letter to parents to confirm that children could wear the summer uniform. The head of the school says the current intention is to revert the full uniform from Tuesday the 12th. So there you go. He wore a skirt and he won. So that just shows that, not every boy that's wearing a skirt is doing it for he wants to change his pronoun or anything. If you're just coming in now, we're just having a look at the news. I'm not going to be on for much longer, so this is why I haven't done a call-in show. We've looked at what's going on with Russell Brand, and now we're just seeing what else is going on in the world. Looking at some crazy stuff at the moment, see what else is going on. All right, just bear with me. Wow, this is nuts. All right, this is another weird story. Okay. I think I heard about this today, actually. So this is in Tennessee, in America. Again, I apologise for all this crap. What I think I'm going to do, just let me just go to DuckDuckGo. Just give me a minute. A couple have found a suitcase of bones in the back garden. That's nuts, isn't it? Let me just go on to DuckDuckGo and see if it gets rid of some of these ads. Okay, just see. Bear with me. Just doing a quick test. Right, okay, that's better. Oh, no, it's not. Doesn't matter. They've still started. Okay. Right then. So this is in Tennessee in America. A woman has been sharing a story online after having the police around digging up her garden because a suitcase full of bones was found there. Yes, you heard that right. Here's a video in which she explains the situation. So she takes to TikTok. Might be an ad. There is an ad. I apologise. Oh, God. We're watching the Whopper one again, so we're making everyone hungry. Remember, guys, I can't stop it. 159 people watching. I hope you're enjoying the news show, the Bunny O'Clock News. Please hit the like if you enjoy the content, or the dislike. Let me know what you don't like. This is nuts. Shut up, Josh. I've got to. Thank you, Anglo-Saxon. And I know you always super chatted, and I really appreciate that. And I'm sorry about it being taken away. I'll be back soon. The only way of doing it now is Cash App, PayPal, or Coffee. Cash App is debit card, but it's up to you. Anyone wants to help out, you know where it goes. We're trying to get Oscar some new bits because his joints are getting really old now. It's only 2, but it's old for a lot. A bit of his size.
That basket right there was.
Don't go over there with
Dr. Peppers and waters and
I can't hear it.
for our police officer friends to get you guys the tea.
I can't go any louder.
So
Is
first
this
and
an
foremost,
advert?
I am a lady of the people, so I want to give you your story time. Second of all, I am a lady of the Crimson Tide, and I wanted to watch a football game last night after a crazy afternoon.
What's this
And
got to do with the
lastly,
price of fish?
I am a mom and trying to wrangle a 1.5-year-old.
What the fuck? This pisses me off, guys. This does. These stupid ads. We're trying to watch a bloody video. This is what it does. It's so annoying. We need an ad blocker. Has anyone got a decent ad blocker app that they can recommend and cost a bit? Wait till it comes on. Okay. So apparently, yeah, Whopper. There is Elaine, I still can't like your comments. Penny, you are? I know. It's so annoying, Jane. It's so annoying. But these have some of the best ones. Look, we got the Whopper advert again. This I should be getting revenue, shouldn't I? From Chicken Royale. I know the bloody jingle now, guys. Now we've got a PlayStation 1. Just turn the sound off. I've even tried DuckDuckGo in it. It doesn't matter. Can you pin the Amazon address? Ah, there we go. So this is my wish list. Now, people have been asking for me to put some stuff on for me. So there is stuff on for me as well. But So if you don't have to get, obviously that's because people were asking like Shona and others.
If you don't
Right,
go
we're
over
now
there,
going to
get
try
the
this
tray lemonade
again.
and come back with the tea.
I'm going to try and make it
That's what
louder.
that basket right there was.
She's
Not
very
that, just
quiet.
for
This is
chocolate
about the
peppers and
bones.
waters
Bones
and
found in her back garden.
snacks for police officer friends.
Just turn
to
it up
get
a
you
bit,
guys the
guys.
tea. So I'm gonna try to. So first and foremost, I am a lady of the people, so I want to give you your story time. Second of all, I am a lady of the Crimson Tide, and I wanted to watch a football game last night after a crazy afternoon. And lastly, I am a mom and trying to wrangle
What?
a 1.5-year-old and
No, fuck off. I give up. I give up. I give up. I give up. Sorry, that's tickled me. Sorry, I wasn't expecting it again. I went duck duck go. I've tried both. I'll try Brave next. But yeah, not now. I'll try it next time. So we won't be watching any videos on this channel. Right then. Let's just see what else is going on. I heard about this the other day, actually. This story was really creepy. A woman who was bullied as I'm not going to watch any videos. The woman who was bullied as a child. I can't get that Whopper song out of my head now. Whopper. I know. I know, banter. That's tickled me. It is a lost cause, I agree. And PlayStation. Hello, JJ. How you doing? Yeah, fucking Whopper. Julia's fucking Whopper. And then Royal Chicken. Sorry, folks. You're going to be sleeping about that now. Oh, man. Debbie, Space Cat. So anyway, this is a really weird one, right? I know. And I don't even eat meat and I want one. One woman, right, has exacted a sweet revenge. Now, I don't know what you guys think about this. On her childhood bully after their dad signed up to her adult content. So can you imagine this, right? OnlyFans subscriber scandals are definitely nothing new. With with one user that was shocked to discover her mom's new boyfriend is one of her biggest patrons, and another woman 17,000 OnlyFans fortune being down to the mercy of unsexy requests. Well, there are definitely a few oddballs on that platform. There's a video that I'm dying to put it on, but I don't know what's going to happen. The latest in the saga follows popular OnlyFans model Lucy Banks after the father of a girl who used to ruin her life when they were youngsters subscribed to her account. Have a look. So do we dare? Do we dare? Do we try? I'll turn the sound off. Usually we only have to watch it once. This is funny. This is funny.
I'll have a chicken royale, please.
Royale!
This tickled me. Okay, is that it now? No, it's not. Hold on. We'll let these two go, and then we'll try. Okay. Go out and buy yourself a PlayStation 5 and a Whopper, and then I'll take the royalties. Thanks, Burger King and PlayStation. Wendy, thank you for the coffee, love. Okay. Well, the carrot. Okay, here we go. Oh, I was hoping that was the end. Okay, now we're going to see. Quick. We can't play.
PlayStation.
No. The girl got my hometown and tried to ruin me. Turn the stupid music off. The dad just subscribed to me on YouTube. I mean, on OnlyFans. That was the video. That was the video. So basically, her tormentor at school, her dad signed up. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that though? We'll see, Terry. Penny's still streaming for a while. I've been on an hour and a half, so not much longer. I hope you're all enjoying watching the Whopper advert. I do believe that we should be getting some sort of royalties for this. What do you reckon? Okay, let's see what else is going on in the crazy world right now, because there's a lot of shit going on. Now, usually I'll have loads of stories lined up. I haven't got as many today because I didn't have time. A lot of it is about Russell Brand. Now, we don't want to talk about that anymore. We've already seen enough of that, don't you guys reckon? Give me a sec. What a crazy ass world we're in right now. Did we say there is a few more Russell Brand stories, but I don't want to talk about that. Let's just see what else is going on. Not much right now. Okay, let's see what else news. I wanted to watch more about the bloody body in a suitcase in Tennessee, but apparently all we're allowed to learn about is whoppers, and makes us all want. Well, I think I should get royalties. Who believes that I should be getting royalties? Prince Charles has been in France, by the way, kissing Macron's ass. What else has been going on? So that's been happening. Now we need to look at all the things that they've been distracting us about. And I think the online safety bill, whatever you want to call it, is probably the worst, I would say. Right then, let's see what else is going on. I'm just glad that Rumble have done what they've done. I really am. You can't even get news up these days. All you get is just ad and crap. I'm trying to get some news stories up, and it's literally just crap. Utter tosh. Right then, let's see. I don't think many people will be voting. Just going back to politics, I don't think many people will be voting in the next election. I don't think I will. I really don't. So they've now released a new picture of that little girl who was murdered, and they've arrested her family. So we're just going to see the latest on this story here. Now, if you remember that little girl, Sarah Sharif, new pictures of girl released by Surrey police. Here she is here. New images of Sarah Sharif were released by Surrey police as part of an ongoing investigation. Now, if you remember, her father, a stepmother, and uncle appeared at the Old Bailey earlier this week and were told they would face a murder trial in autumn. Now, this was the little girl who was found in her home, 10 years old, dead. And the Pakistani police, they fled to Pakistan, and the Oh, I can imagine blackjack. And the Pakistani authorities did actually extradite them and send them back here. We are hoping these images will prompt more people to come forward with information about her and her family. Both images are believed to have taken in the past year. You know what I don't get about this, and this is just an observation. Usually, they have to start wearing the headdress when they hit puberty. She died at 10. They only wear the headdress once they become of sexual age and men can look at them. So what then they have to do is hide their legs and their hair so that men can't see them. Oh, is he not? Something's really wrong. And the mum was white, English, as far as I'm aware, British, and the parents were Pakistani. Sorry, the dad, and there was a stepmother, so he had 2 wives, as far as I'm aware. I started at 10 years old. It could be, but I still find it. I just find it worrying the way that and this is just my perception of trying to cover up a child so that men can't look at them. Is she Polish? Thank you. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That's what I was going to. Usually, I get it all ready. I usually have all the stories ready to go. But when I was starting, I got distracted with something. I was a little bit behind. I do like to look at RT News as well, but it won't let me in. We're banned from looking at RT News in this country, which I find abhorrent. UK column is something that looking on there, it takes so much time to filter through because they do like an hour show. So that isn't something I'd be looking on really. Just have a quick gander around and see what's going on elsewhere. That's all we can do really. We try and look at some silly stuff because the world's gone to shit, as we know, and everyone's fighting, everyone's arguing, everyone hates each other, and then everyone loves each other. And I just think we should all just get on or ignore each other. So let's try and lighten it up a little bit. Well, we'll see. The next story I've got here is a mass brawl. Okay, so this is in the Daily Star. A mass brawl, a street brawl, has ended up in woman being knocked out by a tyre. Okay, so obviously this isn't light-hearted, but we've come across this, so I'm going to tell you about this. It looks like it's in Wales. A child has been pepper sprayed. What is going on in Wales? Have we got any Welsh folk here? Have we got any Welsh folk in the house? What is going on in Wales? I'm hearing more and more stories about crazy Wales. No wonder Paz got out. If you're banned from seeing RT, you need a better account. Yeah, I can get in there if I wanted to. I've just got to mess about with VPNs and stuff. And I just want something quick, Richard. I'm still waiting for you to buy me that facial. Hello, Margaret. They were called groupies. Yes, Margaret, they were, my love. I thought he was a knob, then I liked him, and now I don't know what to think. Yeah, they've lost the plot over 20 miles an hour. It's ridiculous. Over immigration in Wales. Is that what it's for, banter? The Welsh should try living here for a bit then. They should try living in our major cities. Nobody should have... I moved from the South Wales border. I love North Wales. I love North Wales. Yeah, apparently Richard said I need a facial, so I said, "Well, are you going to buy me one?" Hello, Cosmic. How you doing? Here come the conspiracy theories of accusation. Look, a lot of conspiracy theories turn out right, mate. Okay, now we're going to have a look at this. So this is a mass brawl. Again, we will get to some light-hearted news if I can find some. Shocking footage shared online shows a woman being knocked out clean by a flying bike tyre following a street brawl with police. The incident occurred on the 21st. That's yesterday this happened. Police said they were called to reports of public disorder just before 5 p.m. The video shows a crowd outside a residential home clashing with baton-wielding officers. I find it disgusting how the coppers can like bash people over the head, right? I saw something about a hotel, really. I'm Welsh, but I'm too busy watching you to know. Ah, well, thank you, Brooklyn. Please say hello to your mum. Towards the end of the video, police look to be restraining one individual. A tyre from a bike flies through the air and hits a bystander in the head. Right, let's see if we've got a video. And if we have, hang on a minute. So is that's not a copper? No, so that's two individual, right? If we have, let's see if we can watch it. Today, the police released a statement, that's today, Friday, confirming that a woman was taken to hospital following the tyre incident. Police also said a young child was caught by synthetic pepper spray, but did not sustain. So basically, the coppers are now pepper spraying the kids. 5 arrests were made. What is going on in Wales? 5 people have been arrested. Listen to this for the name. I'd love to know if anybody else can pronounce this. Roslang Chungog. Okay, that was my best attempt at Welsh. Paz would be able to do that. Look at it all. It's all gone to shit. I'm hearing more and more stories about Wales. It's gone crazy. A woman was taken to hospital. 25-year-old man was arrested. Damage to property. What were they all fighting about then? You think it was immigrants? 2 men aged 25 and 27 and 2 women aged 23 and 31. I'm going to start some antibiotics. I've still got a set left that I didn't use last time. I feel like really rough, man. Really rough. So there you go. Just be careful if you're in the area of Randy Rogley. I can't say it, guys, okay? I can't say it. Randy Roglygog. I'm sorry, Welsh people. You know I love you. You know I love Wales. I spent a lot of my childhood in Wales. I love Wales. And now I'm upsetting all the Welsh people. But there you go. Will the Welsh speakers please stand up, says Banter Lion. Please don't. We like a bit of banter over here, Banter Lion. Even when the world has gone to absolute shit, we try and have a laugh in this channel. We try. Okay, now this is a bit nuts. So listen to this. Elon Musk's Neuralink human trial volunteers should have concerns. I know he was here, actually. He was here. I used to love Rill. Loved Rill. I can imagine it now. It was rough then, but it was good rough. Right, it's not a Good Friday, Robert, without a flying tire smacking you in the car. Yeah, exactly. Do they have whoppers? You and Spaz. I know we did. We used to stream all together. Do you know what, April? I avoid them like the plague, darling. Honestly, I hate taking them. And I've got chronic sinus problems. I've had operation and stuff. And I used to take them about 3 or 4 times a year and I stopped. So whenever I get a sinus infection, I don't take them. But I can tell this has been going on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it's back. I've got all stuff in the back of my throat. It's really sore. Sorry. No, babe. I put it on there in the lounge. I'm gonna have to take them, but I've got neuralgia, yeah, and it's really bad. So what I'm gonna do is I take a load of probiotics. I cannot tell you enough. You need to all take. It doesn't work. Anyway, I'm gonna have to take them. I'm sorry because it's the only thing that will work, but I don't take them often, and I flood myself with about 100 billion goodies. Anyway. So this is worrying, guys. Elon Musk has been. You guys think he's a goodie? I take probiotics. He's not a goodie. Okay, he is not. Right. I know a lot of you think he's amazing. I still think, and I'm not being horrible, but I don't think he looks human. Why can't people? I am Kate. Thank you, love. Why can't people accept? Now that beard does not look real, right? I don't believe he's human. I don't believe he can grow a beard. Look, it's just something done. Something's not right. He looks like a droid with skin. I'm not being horrible to him, right? He might be lovely. I'm just giving you my opinion. It doesn't work, Miss Ella. I know what you're talking about. I've tried all that. It's the infection. It's deep down the back of my throat and in my ears. Like my ears are popping and pressure in my head. Yeah, I think he's a cyborg. Oh, you're back, Carla. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm not being nasty. Do you know who else I think looks weird as well? That Zuckerbuck. What's his name? Zuckerbuck guy. They are, yeah, April, they are. Yes, Mary. God, I love these comments. You guys, I thought you were going to tell me off for being nasty. He does look different in every picture. How you doing, Shona, my darling? He could be a clone. It's to hit 3 degrees. Really? Wow. Okay, so anyway, he's been given the go-ahead now. And remember, guys, that his CEO is that Linda Yakarara. I can't say it. Hello, Ali Cat. Is that Linda Yaki? What's her face? Yaki Duda, who is a WEF globalist. When he got her in, he showed his true colours. Yeah, that's true, Jane. Okay, so he's been given the go-ahead to start human trials. Ali Cat, you've got your wrench. I de-wrenched everybody, right? Everyone, and I'm giving them back. Ali Cat, I've given you your back now, my love. So if you want to comment, you should have it back. Was given the go-ahead to start human trials on his controversial, I can't say that, controversial without sounding Irish, brain chip Neuralink. An investigation revealed horror details about the deaths of some of the monkeys used in early trials. Now, I don't like monkeys. I hate monkeys with a passion. I don't wish them death, though, but they do scare me a lot. When I was a kid, I watched a lot of what's them films called? Is that just that's the real Alley Cat? Let me just double check. Yeah, it is. Just be careful. I don't want to get involved in any beef, Alley Cat, but the person who you called out a few months ago, you did absolutely fantastic job. Don't be used, in the going and backwards thing. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, you're good. You've always been kind to me, darling, and I respect people that are kind to me. Hello, Jay Craft. Where have you been? Anyway, yeah, thank you for being here, Ali Cat. Right. So people are hoping to trial. Who would let me know? Give me a 1 if you would like to trial Elon Musk's. Yeah, I'm just looking out for you, darling, because I know how that person works, and just be careful, sweetie. But whether you are friends with her or not, I don't really care. You're my friend, and that's it. That's all that matters. Right. Where was I? There's only one person who I don't want who I don't accept anyone who's friends with her, and that's the one who went for my kid. You go for my kid, then no. Anyway, forget that. Give me a 1 if you would be happy to trial Elon Musk's brain chip, and give me a 2. I don't blame you, Chris. Give me a 2. I'm not very well, Alan Edge. You seen me yesterday. I'm not very well, mate. I'm not going to lie. I've got my pajamas on. I really don't want to go on camera. Right. Anyone? We've got 1-1. Give me a 2 if you would not like. If you not be prepared to trial Elon Musk's brain link thing? Give me a 2 if it's a no. Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I watched loads of it as a kid. I'm absolutely terrified of them. I hate them. We got a 1 from Diane. We've got a 2 from Ladybird, Banter 2, Rose 2, Kate 2, Steely, hello mate, Wendy 2, Nikki 2, Blue Silver 2, Alicat 2, 3 if you don't know, by the way, I forgot to add, DJ Rockford 2, hello mate, Blackjack 2, Debbie 2, Scotty's showing lots of 2s, oh my goodness, all these 2s. Banter's already got a high IQ, Wanderer 2, 007 for Alan Edge, 69, David G2. I'd rather eat my left hand, says Shona. Must comes from deer bums. David Wellings, you are funny. Not to be confused with David Wells of Most Haunted. Brooklyn doesn't know. Barbara doesn't know. Change my mind too, says Diane. Diane's 322. Diane's submitted to peer pressure. I'll choose 3 and leave this prison planet. Says Chris. Jane says 10101. Jane's up for it. I was terrified too of the old films. The old science fiction films, we're actually seeing the future because it's all happening now. Mima 2, Millie 2. Lilybell doesn't know. Julius wants a Whopper still. Richard Butler 2. So okay, we've only got Diane who then changed her mind. Hang on a minute. I'm just messaging now. He wants to have one of my milkshakes. I'm saying as long as I've got one for myself, you can have one. Try and nick my last one, then we're gonna have problems. Oh God. Right, okay, yeah, lots of Whoppers. Irene 2, Jane's gone to 2. Okay, yeah, Planet of the Apes. Is Barry here? Is that a Bazzer here? Hello, Barry, how you doing? I don't know, but I'm saying 5, says Barry. Right, I'm just asking for. I've asked him for a cuppa. Oh, it's a good egg. It's Al. We need to go to bloody B&Q now to go and buy some stuff. They just say claim on insurance. What do they say? What if you have a brain chip and it goes wrong, Margaret? They tell you to claim on insurance. What, the monkeys? I think the monkeys are a bit beyond insurance, my love. Okay, now, they should be concerned. The Tesla tycoon, I've heard it all, got the go-ahead. Who is he to have the Tesla name? They stole that, They stole it from that Nikolai Tesla. I find it disgusting how he can just use that name. Anyway, the Tesla tycoon got the go-ahead to launch a 6-year clinical trial involving humans on Tuesday, the September the 19th. This was a bit buried, wasn't it? While we're all talking about Russell Brand, and he's looking to recruit paralyzed volunteers. Okay, so you have to be. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, Margaret. They will use drones. Right, so guys, you're not allowed anyway. Skip Donahue says 2. Hello, Derek. Right, so basically, you guys, I prematurely asked you a question because apparently you're not allowed to anyway. So I apologize, but Only paralysed people are allowed. Felt the same, Penny. Yeah, he shouldn't use his name, but do you know that there's a big story about that? You know, and it's Trump's granddad who actually got hold of a lot of it. It's quite an interesting story. Anyway, just a day after Neuralink was approved, did you know this, hon? Just asking Ali if he knows about this. Did you know that on Tuesday, I'm starting antibiotics. I feel really bad. Thank you. Yeah, I've got an infection. I can feel it in my sinuses and in my ears. Is there tablets there? Sorry, guys. I'm just asking Al for some. I just want to get them ibuprofen things that I got. No. They're on the bed somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Right. Just as the Neuralink was, did you know that the Neuralink was approved on Tuesday to be used in humans after all the apes died? They buried this, didn't they? I never heard about this. It's buried in the news. It says here.
How did the apes die?
Well, listen. It says here just a day after Neuralink trials were approved. However, an investigation by Wired found as many as a dozen macaque. Is that how you say it? Monkeys? I don't know. Macaque, whatever. MACAQUE. Monkeys suffered chronic infections, paralysis, brain swelling, and other horror side effects after receiving the chip. They eventually had to be euthanized as a result. So they've given a go ahead.
Was it macaque?
I don't know. I don't care anymore. I want to watch the video, but every time I put the video on, we get a Whopper advert. Thank you for the tea. Elon Musk has backed Brand. Yeah, he has. He backed him straight away. He has. I think that Elon Musk is one of these anti-heroes. So he's pretending to be a goodie when he's part of it. Do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, right, I should do Candy. So I'll do it on my other channel. Sounds like monkey business. Now, again, hello, John. I am no macaque. Thank you, John. Macaque pronounced. Thank you, Shanti. I appreciate that. I do get things wrong, and I do admit it when I'm wrong, and I'm sorry. You guys put me right. I hate monkeys, right? I don't want them hurt. I hate them. Can you put it? I worry about the silver thing, April. I'd use it on outer parts, but I'm not sticking it in my brain. It turns people blue. So the committee also urged potential volunteers to reconsider their application to the programme. Wired found, listen to this, 12 rhesus macaque, is that right, monkeys suffered terrifying complications from having the device implanted between 2017 and 2020, as well as the platform caused by the as well as the problems caused by the implants themselves. Some reportedly malfunctioned because of the installation of titanium plates and bone screws. This is sick. Some implants even got so loose that they become dislodged. Many of the monkeys suffered repeat infection. This is wrong. How can an animal, right? I agree, Ali. How can an animal, thank you, Wise Angel, love, agree to that? Right. Again, I hate monkeys. Do I want to hurt them? No. Do I wish harm on an animal? No. No animal. But I'm not going to lie. I hate monkeys. If this was about another animal, I'd probably be in tears right now. I'm not happy they're hurt. It's wrong. It's sick. But how? At least I can read it. Yeah, trigger warning if you like monkeys. I won't read any more nastiness, okay? Really banter. This is sick. And those animals, whether you like them or not, anything from a slug to a monkey and anything in between, they cannot consent because they are an animal. We should not test on animals. Why can't we test on some pedos? Why can't we test on them? Who would be up for that? If you do a crime against children, you hate moths. But would you want to see one tortured, Kate? I bet you wouldn't. I think so, Shona. Oh, thank you, Jane. Yeah, banter agrees. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree. That's fine. We can all agree and disagree. It don't matter. Shona agrees. You can say yes or no if you think it's cruel. If you are proven, and I'm talking proven, not like suspected, like the way that the mainstream media, you get accused of something, then you must automatically be guilty. So if you're suspected of something, no. But if you're confirmed doing something sick to children, test and murderers, yeah. But you've got the worry is that the way that this world's going, everyone's guilty of something without a trial. So obviously, I'm not talking about being accused of stuff like when someone gets accused of putting a hedgehog in a freezer. You know, I fear monkeys. Really, David, I'm telling you. When I was a kid, I watched all them Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I agree, Nikki. I agree, 100%. Death penalty. Oh, this sounds more fun for them, doesn't it? Yeah. Thing is, it might not work out bad and you might end up good. So at least they're getting a bit of a chance. The entire project is sick and shows how truly psychopathic Musk is. Let me just highlight that comment from April. Brilliant comment. This is spot on. This is absolutely spot on. And people like him. Oh, Julius, no one put a hedgehog in the freezer, but that's what one of the trolls say that I'm doing. I'm capturing the hedgehogs. So I just joke about it. When something's so silly, I turn it into a joke. They don't trigger me. I hate mosquitoes, says Mima. And me. I still don't kill them though. Right. Musk has admitted. What I want to know is why was he approved on Tuesday to do humans when this happened? He admitted on Tuesday during clinical trials of his polarizing project. However, the SpaceX boss has denied the deaths were directly related. Okay, so we're going to cut your head open. We're going to put some chips in and do some horrible things that we don't want to talk about. But it was nothing to do with that why you died. No, it was just a coincidence. Fuck off. He's forgot to put the sugar in my tea. Oh no. Anyone ever tried tea without sugar in it? Unless you don't have sugar, then obviously you're not going to be bothered by that. I love moss. I don't like that powder stuff though. Yeah, be careful of be careful of. Don't you, Julius? But I suppose it's what you're used to. It tastes disgusting. Oh, don't you, Kate? Oh, anyway. So they're saying that no monkey died as a result of the link, but the physicians committee isn't convinced. Oh God, are they rocket scientists on this committee or what? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out that those implants, hello, Devon, hurt those. You should put honey in your. Yeah, I suppose. I'm not keen on honey though. Honey is like wasp sick, isn't it? I've got you know when I had that thing in my jaw there's no sugar in that. I think that's back again. That pain's back. You know when I had to have that cut out. I think it's infected. Yeah, I'm taking antibiotics as soon as I eat something. News flash just came in regarding Russell, says JJ. Thank you, love. We'll get onto that at the end, sweetheart. Anyway, so they're saying now that the physicians committee, they're not convinced that this didn't happen. I can't think why. Dr. I wouldn't trust Elon Musk as far as I could throw him. I don't blame you, mate. I don't blame you, love. They want it to be investigated over efforts to mislead investors about the development history and safety of the device. I can't believe what I'm reading here. If the SEC does take action, this would be the third time that Neuralink has been investigated over its animal testing. Listen to this, hun, right? So those poor monkeys died. You know I hate monkeys, but I don't want anything to be hurt, sick. Yeah. I'm not going to go into details because it's upsetting some people. But they were doing things to the monkeys in the heads, drilling bones and doing vile things. La, 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 la. The monkeys had horrendous side effects and had to be put down. They've approved it for humans. this week, and Musk said there's no evidence that the monkeys died of a result of that. They just died anyway. You couldn't make this shit up. And the committee who are in charge of this have said they raised questions about that. Literally, monkeys could run that committee better. Yeah, I've got earache. I'm not feeling good. He's a shapeshifter, says JJ. He doesn't look human, does he? Did you say you'd put the on, sweetie? Did you put the oven on?
Yes, I've started.
2 of each. You having some?
Am I
Pakoras.
allowed some?
Some of what?
I don't know.
Well, you've got pakoras.
Yeah.
Right. Well, don't you have like pakoras and a?
I don't want pakoras.
Oh, well, I can't eat pakoras.
Yeah, no, I'm not eating anything.
So you want some of mine?
No.
Why don't you have one of each, or something? I don't know.
No, I want it. It's all right.
If you're going to do one of each, you need to put more in then. Just cook it all if you want. Nini, we could run that committee better. I have to agree. So the Daily Star has contacted Neuralink. Now, apparently, this is in an article. Sorry, I'm getting distracted talking to Al. This is in an article on Wired. So let me just see if I can grab that article up. Just give me a sec. Yeah, here we go. An investigation. Let me just see. Oh, right. It's opened up a new page. So just give me a sec. We're going to stop that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And we're going to do this. Oh, do I have to pay for it? So anyway, there's the story. I'm not going to read it because it's too upsetting for monkey lovers. But here you go. Was Tarzan's monkey called Cheek? Did I tell you that he's got his which of the bunnies is cheekiest? So it's got to be Sapphire. I don't know, Dandelion's cheeky as well. It's always the girls. So anyway, I've put the link in there. But this is the full story. That was just a shortened version. But it says here potential securities fraud has been leveled at Elon Musk. So he's in trouble. He's in trouble by the Securities and Exchange Commission, by a medical ethics group. Let's just see who will stand up to him, because, you know, he's a multi-billionaire. And this is the thing why I think he's a fraud, guys, because he knows that he's got all the people on his side now, you know, because he's some sort of like freedom fighter person. We're still talking about whoppers. I know you guys all want one, don't you? You're all after a whopper. What am I doing now? Let me have a look at something. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. You could be anywhere and you're not. You're here with me. And you could be anywhere. Good night, Julius. We won't be going for much longer now. I'm going to have a cuppa with you. So, there's so much to cover. This is an interesting website, actually. I'm just going to pop this up now, this Wired. I always forget about this place, but you have to pay for it, you see. I just want to see what else is going on in Wired. A medieval French skeleton is rewriting the history of syphilis. I'm not going to click on them because you only get like a couple of articles. The bizarre cottage industry of YouTube obituary pirates. What? I'm going to have to click on that. I bet you only get like 2 articles a month and I've just used them both. Oh no. What's this? You won't let me read it, guys. Yeah, you only get 1. You've run out of free articles. Sod that. Anyway. I tried. I might start getting access to some of these websites, and that will be without ads. And then hopefully if we do that, we can look at more stories in our news shows. But I'd have to wait till if I get monetized again, guys. If I'm not monetized, I can't afford it. Like right now, I've got to try and pay for my StreamYard and all these other things. If I get monetized again, I'll start joining different websites. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Kylie Minogue, sex confessions. Is she going to be in trouble? From Travelodge romp caught by MP. And that's another thing I just want to mention now, right? And I don't want to go into too much trouble. Now, I've got to be careful, but Westminster is one of the worst, filthiest places for dirty old men. They did a study once and they found that 9 times out of 10 banter, there's coke on the back of the toilets where they're doing lines, right? This stuff happens. There's pedo rings. It's sick. There's so much stuff that goes on. Why aren't they doing exposés on them? Exactly, Wills. I want to know why. It seems to me that their moral outrage, it depends on the person. And that's true. These things happen. And this is what I hate. Right. If you're going to round up and arrest all the wrong uns, or if you're going to destroy the lives of all the wrong uns, great, do it. But you shouldn't pick and choose the wrong uns that don't suit your narrative, and the wrong uns that do suit your narrative get left alone. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I don't like about what's going on. This is what pisses me right off. Yeah, I Daily Mail's full of ads. What I usually do, like I say, is I'll get everything ready to go first. And I got a few, but not as many as what I usually would. So we're going to go to the weird news at the end just to see what, because this is usually stuff that's not as, not as dramatic. Yeah, I won't go into that, but apparently the XL bully walk in double U-turn as dogs allowed again, despite. Actually, I'll just click on it. I heard about this. It was in Birmingham, my old hunting ground. XL bully dogs will now be allowed. So they were going to do a protest walk in Birmingham against the banning of XL bullies. But then they actually banned the XL bullies in taking part in the walk to stop the ban because they thought they'd be too dangerous. And now they've ended up doing a double reverse and they're allowing them in again. Yeah, she's nuts. She's nuts. Totally insane. Off the chart. I think we're up to about 150 streams on me in the last sort of like 6 months. I'm not sure. Really strange. Well, talking to Jane, there's no dogs that are banned. Oh no, banter. Lol. Hello, Nicola. Anyway, these people are nuts. When they have tantrums online and they don't get a response, they then try and go real life on you every time. Just ignore them. It is wise angel. It is. It's not just her though, but Okay, so the XL bully walk has made a double U-turn. The planned walk through Birmingham has made its third major change just days before the 30th September rally to protest plans to ban the animal. Organiser Jake Harris hopes for families and children to attend, with the controversial animals present. But a rule change, this is the new law, means only puppies under 6 months old will be granted access and the older dogs not allowed. How can you have a walk to protest against a ban when the dogs aren't allowed to go because it will be a bloodbath? It's nuts. So they've done a double reverse. And it says, following a flurry of online backlash, all dogs were initially barred, but now the pups will be allowed. It just doesn't make any sense, right? These dogs are crossbreeds. They're not an established breed. I know all pedigrees come from crossbreeds originally, but they're a new breed. and they're not even a pedigree. They're like a cross of different. They're bred for their aggression, and I believe, like I've said this before, that all of them should be neutered and allow this, whatever you want to call it, this breed, to become, extinct, sort of thing. That's what I think they should do. Not kill anything, just neuter. So this is another silly story. We like the silly ones. I tried on the world's first beer powered jacket. First of all, a jacket doesn't need to be powered by anything. Certainly not beer. An exclusive. When I found out an orange puffer jacket had crazy tech involving beer, I had visions of me slurping a pint hands-free. It turns out there was far more to it than a straw. I'm just trying to process this. Okay. So much for beer jackets to keep punters warm after a few pints. My brand new beer-powered jacket was something I had to try out, even if it meant getting stared at by everyone who set eyes on me. Would you guys like to try out a beer-powered jacket? I make my own curtains, says Jane. Oh, do you, love? I had to buy them for the lounge. Passers-by hurriedly making their way from Canary Wharf's towering office blocks. It says here, it was simply a bright orange blob on legs. What they couldn't see, however, was the crazy tech going on beneath. Look at this. Is there a video? Do we get to watch a whopper ad? Despite wearing what I felt like a cross between a sleeping bag and a straitjacket in 17-degree heat, I was probably the coolest bloke around, even if not most chilled out as I became. Oh, so it cooled you down with beer. Oh, that's good. Would you, if here we go. Saving me from being absolutely roasting, that's down to chilled water being pumped through the network of tubes and being kept cool by an ice cold Tiger Crystal. The Singaporean lager brand has teamed up with Easy Do, I don't know who that is, and Japanese tech firm Whatever Co. to create what they're billing as a winter statement jacket that can be worn in any climate. Having experienced the giggles and stares from folk in work mode, I'd argue wearing it to your local or a football match after a couple of climates it's less suited in. Would you guys wear this if it was going to keep you warm? Tiger beer is good, said DJ Rockford. And apparently, before we go, there's no more silly stories that look half decent. The Russell brand is apparently there's some new breaking news. I'm not sure what. The World War III fears, that's just more propaganda and hype. Guys, please don't be too scared about all this hype. They're trying to scare us all, right? If World War III was going to happen, hello, Tiff Love, they'd just do it. They'd just do it. How are you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're okay. Do you get the bee with it? I don't know. That's a good point, actually. I'd have the local chavs chasing me for my tiger beer, says Wise Angel. It's a beer advert. I suppose it is, really, isn't it? You're a walking ad. If you're into crafty stuff, check out Tiffany Epiphany's channel. She does crafty stuff. If you want to drop your link, love. Where's Tag as well? We want to get Tag. Peter says, I don't think that it's the dog's fault. I agree. But they have been bred for their aggression. That's just a fact, isn't it? It's not their fault, though. Thank you to the person who just bought me a carrot. I really appreciate you. Right. Just the last couple of silly stories. But again, the World War III thing, if that was really going to happen, they wouldn't tell you. It's just more. Russia do not want to cause World War III. They don't want to kill themselves off. It's just all propaganda from the West. Right then, apparently there's a rock that's hurtling towards us. Oh yeah, and before we go, I want to show you something as well. There you go. If you're into crafty stuff and stuff like that, Tiffany does all that sort of stuff on her channel. You're all right, my love. It's the idiotic owner. I'm not feeling too well, love. I'm going to have to take my antibiotics. I'm going to have to. I hate taking them, but I will literally take so many probiotics with them. I had some butterflies added as well yesterday, Jane. So I've got a bit of tattoo flu as well. They're only little. I had some bits added to my others. She said to me, "Come back," because she didn't have time to do it last time. And I've had a couple of butterflies and paws added, so I'm feeling a bit tattoo fluey as well. Okay, on Sunday, right, so this is this Sunday coming. NASA's, oh God, Oriasis Rex capsule will make a fireball in the sky. Oh, as it descends in Utah's West Desert. In it will bring samples gathered from the mountain-sized asteroid called Bennu. So here we go. Just reading chat. She worked a full-time job. Who? That's quite will be special. Oh, I've missed something. What's happening? Do we know who? Do we know how Rex is? Because he came in a couple of weeks ago and said that his mum had just passed away that day. And I'm just a bit. I've not seen him since. Rex, if you see this, mate, we're all thinking about you. I think he was in a bit of shock. He came in and he said, "My mum's just died in my arms." Do you remember? And I know he's genuine because he's been coming in here for years. Rex, if you hear this, I was thinking about you the other day. I know you probably don't want to talk. You probably were in shock that day. But if you hear this, Rex, we're all thinking about you, mate. And just come back when you're ready. I'm going to have a look now. So I'm just drinking my last bit of tea. Yeah, so apparently it's been out gathering stuff from the fake space. It says rocks that could tell us where we all come from. This is what they're trying to defy God. They're trying to pretend that God doesn't exist and that we all come from space dust. It's all bollocks. But anyway, we're going to read it anyway. As come hurtling, where we come from will come hurtling into Earth's atmosphere. So if you're living near Utah, have a look. It's going to land in the desert. As if, right, they could tell where this was going to land. If it was really that far away, how would they know it was going to land in this exact desert? I call bull crap on this one. It's been going for 7 years, this rock. 7 billion kilometer round trip. Once the capsule lands, it will be taken to the Johnson Space Center in Texas, where a dedicated clean room has been built to analyze the samples. So we're supposed to believe that NASA sent a rock 7 or 70 billion, 7 billion kilometer. No, Kate, my love, I'll message you on WhatsApp, sweetheart. And it's been going all that way away, and they're going to just know exactly where it's going to land. Keep a lookout, guys. Jane, how far are you from there? Keep a lookout and see. I'll keep a lookout on the night because it's going to come hurtling past us all, apparently. So it says here that when we get 250 gram of asteroid Bennu back, we'll be looking at material that existed before our planet. It maybe even some grains that existed before our solar system. They still won't tell us how our planet got made. They say things banged together, but they say that these things. Oh, is it, Jane? Are you down on the right? Oh no, you're not, are you? I keep thinking you're not. You're in Ohio. Apologies, I'm getting the wrong. I thought you was in Kentucky for some reason. You're not, are you? That's my bad. We're trying to piece together our beginnings, right? Just watch this space. Was it April that just said they'd come out? Chris, I do know. But, not everyone, some people believe in that, Chris, okay? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Personally, I don't, but it doesn't mean that people aren't entitled to believe in it. Chris, I think you how long have you been watching me, mate? Right, so we've got some more crazy stories. Apparently, chihuahuas are more aggressive than XL bullies, but we'll see. Now, I'm told we're going to end that there, but I'm told that there's a Russell Brand story. So let me just, before we go, JJ, do we know what it was, love? Apparently there's something breaking on Russell Brand. Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't end up suicided off, you know. That would be awful. Right. I can't find anything. What am I looking for, JJ? It says there's breaking news. I don't know what it is. There's loads of stories. I say I could do another 10 shows on it. All the people that are coming forward now. But Katy Perry's made an appearance. Apparently, is JJ still here? JJ, love, you said there was an update. Do you know where it was, sweetie? If it's just Katy Perry appearing, there's a few stories. There's one from that's from the BBC talking about itself again. Oh, the irony! Saying that they should have investigated themselves 4 years ago. This was 5 hours ago. I did see this earlier. Russell Brand BBC should have thoroughly investigated in 2019. They're saying early this week, Beck too wrote to broadcasters, including the BBC, urging them to take a much more proactive approach. Well, this is the BBC, right? This is the BBC who breed these people. And again, I don't think that this guy is a good person, right? He's a dirtbag. It's no secret. Hello, Candice, that he's a disgusting dirtbag. I've heard of that, Stephen. I've heard of that Paul Joseph Watson's been accused of being a right perv. And I've been told firsthand by people that worked with him, I'm not going to drop any names, but people that worked with him, that he was also an absolute knobhead. There's loads of stuff. Oh, God. Oh. Sorry, I'm yawning. But I do think this is enough now. Apparently, I don't know, JJ, you're still there, my love. I don't know which bit she's talking about. I heard about this as well. Lorraine Kelly has quit social media about disturbing clips of where he was putting his hand on her leg. We'd just be going round in. Oh, thank you, babe. I'm going to have to take the antibiotics. My head's killing me. You know, we could just go round in circles, couldn't we? No, did you hear what I said? I said just put them all in.
No, I didn't hear that.
Right, hang on a minute. What's there?
Just what you've asked for.
Put the others in.
No,
just
no, I'm all right.
no, I want you to.
I'm not hungry.
Well, I'll come and do it then.
I'm not hungry.
Go. Got to eat, silly. Come.
All right.
Right. Anyway, I'm going to get off now, guys. I was just telling me something to it. I thought he was doing himself something. That's why. Sorry, I had to go back now. Oh yeah, I seen that earlier, Skip Donahue. I did actually send quite a few stories over to myself. There's a few of them. There's this one as well. Can't stay because I'm going to go because I was just want some. I feel bad now. I thought he was making his own dinner. He's not. He's just on mine. He faces new allegations after he laughed on radio show after exposing himself to a woman. There's this. Then there's one that he. There's just loads where he's just a disgusting perv. He's a disgusting perv. Ripped holes in tights. Yeah, this is another one. Russell Brand ripped holes in woman's tights and refused to call her a taxi until she performed a sex act. But they all knew about this was going on. This is what I don't get. They all knew about this and they allowed it to continue. So whose fault is it that they created this monster? You know, it's just gross. But if we're going to do this, if we're going to expose him, let's expose all the wrong-uns in Parliament. Let's expose all the wrong-uns who went to Eggstein Island. Let's get that list because You just couldn't make this shit up. Piers Morgan was on it as well. Hello, Margaret, love. I think she might be behind, you know, because I mentioned her name about 20 minutes ago. Right, guys, I'm going to go because I've got something to eat now. But hello, Dave. Let me just check that's the real Dave. Yeah, it is. Dave, I'm unsubbed. I've never unsubbed from you. Right, I did take your wrench. I took everyone's wrench. I cleared the whole thing off, but that was ages ago. Right, it's back now, Dave. I did not unsub from you, Dave. Right, okay, I'm going to go now and get something to eat. But I just want to say a massive thank you for everyone that's here, that's been with me for, gosh, nearly 2.5 hours. Yeah, and you, Alley Cat Love. Thank you so much to Jane. And for anyone who bought a coffee, and just thank you to everyone who's joined me. You could have been anywhere. Friday evenings have a lot of people streaming, and you chose to be here with us. So I just want to say a massive thank you. So I should be doing a phoning on Sunday. That's the plan. Tomorrow, I'm either going to do a video on the online safety bill because I want to get some old articles up about the online harms bill. I might do it live. I'll see. And a live would be easier. A Whopper for dinner. But either way, I want to get the information out on the online harms bill, safety bill, whatever you want to call it, 1984 bill. Right. Thank you, everybody. Much love and have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.